MNFL, what's happening? What's good? We back for another show, MNFL Season Awards. We're going to go over these awards for MVP and Offensive Players of the Year, Defensive Players of the Year, you know, best positional players. We're going to go over everything, man. We're going to run it through real quick, see who got those awards. And so definitely noticing a trend between conferences here. And we're going to showcase it. I definitely want y'all to understand what the dynamics is between different conferences. So it's interesting to note who does what best, I guess you can say. So yeah, we'll show it up, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So yeah, so for the MVP, you know, it's been, you know, widely speculated that it's become a running Madden again. So Jonathan Taylor takes the award for MVP, you know, and with these numbers, I mean, it's hard to argue it. He had 2,000 yards rushing, 31 touchdowns, 22 20-yard or more carries in the whole entire, and I think that led the league. It did lead the league. 22 times he ran for 20 more yards on each carry. Interesting and crazy. 7.6 yards of average. Longest run of the year was 75. Only fumbled once. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard to argue that. I mean, Joe Mixon technically took the rushing title away from him by, you know, over 100 yards, but you know, he had 10 less touchdowns, Joe Mixon, and he only had 19 20-yard or more carries and 47 broken tackles to Jonathan Taylor 26. So, hey man, you know, it did. I, you know, get hats off to Jonathan Taylor in that out form slot, whatever, you know, run he's perfected. So yeah, man. So we'll see what happens with Mr. Taylor in his development right now, because I think he's only star. So I'm assuming that he's gonna get a Pro Bowl bid and at least some heavy XP. So I'm sure he should get a bump of development by logistical or logical, you know, thought process. So we'll see how it happens. And Joe Mixon came in second. Miles Sanders came in third. Chris McCaffrey fourth. And Antonio Gibson fifth. So yeah, that was your MVP top five. Coach of the year was Biff Kingsbury, the coach Kevin from the Cardinals. So he took it from what, a 14-2 record. I think that was the best record in the league. So naturally, you know, to be the number one guy. Tayo came in second. Jarrell came in third. Burf came in fourth. And Andy Reid Jr. Or Theron, number five. All right, so we'll flip over to the AFC. And the trend I've been noticing is that the AFC is a running league, running conference. A lot of running backs, you know, putting up gaudy numbers. I mean, I think the top three rushers are all NFC. You got two sprinkled in from the NFC, and then you got another two from the AFC. So out of the top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 of the top 10 rushers are all AFC rushers. So yeah, AFC is a rushing league. So yeah, I think the NFC is a passing league. So that'll be interesting dynamic to see how that shakes out when the Super Bowl comes around. So we got one ticket punch. The Seahawks punched their ticket early today, and we're waiting on the winner of the Ravens-Raiders matchup to punch their tickets for the AFC. So we'll see. Because honestly, truly, I mean, you're still looking at, like, I think KT and Coach are more passing-oriented players as well. So, you know, it looked like it's going to be a passing Super Bowl. So the runners didn't win out this year. And I guess that's just the plain fact about it. So, yeah, man. So the Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC is Jonathan Taylor. Joe Mixon came in second. Matt Breida third. J.K. Dobbins fourth. And Phillip Lindsay fifth. And of course, you know, Nick Chubb and Gordon 6th and 7th. Gordon 6th and Chubb 7th, and Penny 8th. So none but runners. None but the top 10 runners. Defensive Player of the Year was Jonathan Abrams. He edged out Kenneth Murray for the award. Nathan Wake, the phenom for the Jacksonville Jaguars, came in third. Javin White fourth, and Jason Drake fifth, the rookie from the Raiders. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Caleb Lehman for the Jets. Their first round draft pick. He edged out DeMar Allen and KJ Cummins out for the award. Quincy Leonard came in fourth, and Brian Griffin came in fifth out of the Offensive Rookie of the Year for the AFC. Defensive Rookie of the Year, to no surprise, Nathan Wake, the phenom for the Jags. He's going to be good for a long time, and he, ironically enough, he's only started development. So he definitely should get a bump, especially having a breakout year that he's had for the Jags this year. So yeah, definitely give shots out to Nathan Wake. I like to see his development probably go up to superstar, maybe X Factor, because he's going to get a Pro Bowl bid as well. So yeah, I mean, he was in the running for MVP. So I mean, hell, you got to give him credit. So yeah, Jason Drake, another rookie, came in for second. Emmanuel Maynard for the Broncos came in third. Terrell Martin 4, and John Simpson 5. Best quarterback. This is crazy because Dwayne Haskins wasn't a part of the AFC for 15 weeks, I want to say. So he was an NFC quarterback for most of the season. Got traded late for what's the boy's name? Deshaun Watson. Trading him late in a trade between the Texans and the 49ers. And his stats alone brought him over to the AFC and won the best quarterback award. If I was Baker Mayfield, I'd be pissed. Because he stole an award from me by via trade. Because clearly Deshaun Watson was going to win the award, and Baker Mayfield was leading the charge, and he did not get the award based upon the fact that Dwayne Haskins was traded. That's blasphemy. But Gardner Minshew, number 3, and Jacob Eason 4, and Derek Carr 5. That just goes to show you. We got Patrick Mahomes at 7 here. Joe Burrows and Josh Allen low in here, and Justin Herbert and Cam Newton. Like, all these guys are lower on the totem pole. That tells you it's a running conference. Tell you. That's running back. And we go down the list. Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon, Matt Breida, Josh Dobbins, Phillip Lindsay, Melvin Gordon, Nick Chubb. You name it. That's wide receiver. Parrish Campbell was number 1 for the Colts as well. DJ Chark 2, Tyreek Hill. Well, I couldn't keep throwing Terrell. Tyreek Hill 3, Henry Ruggs 4, Odell Beckham 5. Best O lineman was Quentin Nelson. I'm not gonna get on that too much. We're gonna belabor that point. But yeah, best O lineman was Quentin Nelson. Best D line was Myles Garrett, followed by Ryan Kerrigan, Jerry Hughes, and Josh Allen, and then Cameron Hayward. Best linebacker was Kenneth Murray for the Chargers. Javin White for the Dolphins came in second. Tremaine Edmonds. I get the brothers mixed up all the time. Tremaine Edmonds is 3. Khalil Mack is 4, and Terrell Martin is 5. That's DB, Nathan Wake, the phenom. I'll tell you, that boy's bad. And like I said, I think his numbers going to go up tremendously based upon all these awards he's accumulating. So, yeah. So Malik Hooker was 2. Jason Drake, the free safety, I want to say, for the Raiders was 3. Jared Wilson 4. Chris Harris 5. Best kicker to round out the AFC was Michael Badgley. Sieber came in 2nd. Buckner 3rd. Gay 4th, and Lambeau 5th. All right, so moving on to the NFC. Now, we'll just see the difference. Now, this is interesting because Christian McCaffrey won the Best Offensive Player award for the NFC. Now, but he didn't have more yards than Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders had, I want to say, 1,800 yards, and Christian McCaffrey only had 1,479. But I think his overall play, his receiving numbers, from Christian McCaffrey's perspective, probably edged him out in that regard. So, but Miles Sanders came in 2, Antonio Gibson 3, Raheem Mostert 4, and Aaron Jones 5. Now, this is interesting because these are all runners here too as well in top 5 in the offensive player year. There's no quarterbacks to speak of, and until you get to Kyler Murray at 9, and Russell Wilson 10. Interesting. So yeah, they're doing a lot of running in the NFC too. Definitely doing a lot of running in the NFC. I still think the quarterback, best quarterback, and best wide receiver awards are tougher to win in this conference than it is in the AFC. So defensive player of the year, Jabril Peppers, in the trade brought him over from the Giants to the Buccaneers. He's number 1 in defensive player of the year. Eric Kendrick came number 2, Isaiah Simmons 3, Emmanuel Mosley 4, and Jeremy Chin 5. Offensive rookie of the year is Floyd Kennan, the phenom running back that was drafted mid-rounds by the Seahawks, actually. He had a pretty year for the Seahawks, and he came in number 1 in rookie of the year. Vince Baber, the Lions running back, and they came in 2. Harvey Harris 3 for the Washington football team. Taz Purnell 4 for the Cardinals, and Eli Badagill, I guess that's how you say it, for the quarterback for the Bucks. The Tom Brady successor. He's number 5. All right, so defensive rookie of the year, Joe Davis, the cornerback from the Washington football team. He's 1. Oscar Wiggins 2. Pat Matthews, I think it's a cornerback for the Eagles, is 3. George Allen 4, and Jose Cabrera is 5 for the Falcons. Best quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater. He edged out Kyler Murray in that award. Russell Wilson came in 3rd, Aaron Rodgers 4, Will Greer 5. All right. So best running back, I'll give Miles Sanders. He had more yards. And I want to see he had more rushing touchdowns too. If I don't have that right, 25 rushing touchdowns for Miles Sanders versus 22 for McCaffrey. So yeah, from a rushing perspective, yeah, he definitely pushing down the list. And Gibson and Mostert came in second and third, along with McCaffrey 4 and Aaron Jones 5. So yeah, definitely interesting list. Interesting list. We got Kamara, Cook, and Kenley in here as well. Now, wide receiver, this is interesting. I think Emmanuel Hall is pretty much at the top of this the whole entire year, but somehow or another, Rico Gafford edged him out for the Saints. He's the best wide receiver. Emmanuel Hall is 2, DK Metcalf 3, KJ Hamlin is 4, and Andy Isabella is 5. Best on lineman, Trent Williams for the 49ers, so we'll skip over that. All right, Danielle Hunter. That front seven for the Vikings is crazy because Danielle Hunter and Yannick Ngakoue were fighting for this award 1 and 2 all year. It was, Trey Flowers didn't have a chance. He's 3. Cameron Jordan 4, and Aaron Donald surprisingly is 5. Interesting. But yeah, those two boys back and forth, just flip flopping who's gonna win it. They're just fighting amongst themselves, on the same team. So yeah, that's front seven for the Vikings is serious. All right, so best linebacker going along with that front seven is Eric Kendricks for the Vikings. Jalen Smith was 2. Davian Taylor. The Eagles got a lot of guys in here, man. That young core is going to be hell in these next couple of years. I'm telling you. So Davian Taylor, number 3, best linebacker. You got Devin White 4 and Bobby Wagner 5. Funny too that Jalen Smith and Lake Van Der Esch were in the top 6 for the Cowboys as well. So that's a good duo. Best DB is Emmanuel Mosley for the Falcons. Sean Murphy Bunting is 2. Jabril Peppers 3. Jeremy Chin 4, and Darnell Savage is 5. And to round it out, best kicker was Will Lutz for the Saints. So yeah, man. That's gonna do it. We're gonna preview the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is a little weird. I might just do a quick video of that. I might not even do no audio because it's always weird with that because people that actually get the XP for Pro Bowl and people that actually make it to the Super Bowl is always different. Because if you made the Pro Bowl but you're in the Super Bowl, you don't play. So they got different people in the Super Bowl than they would naturally. And the people that's in the Pro Bowl don't get XP as well. They don't double up. So if your quarterback wasn't in prior to you the Super Bowl contender being in the Super Bowl and he gets there by default, then he don't get any XP for it. It's weird. So, so like hypothetically, Dwayne Haskins makes it, but he's in the Super Bowl. So all of a sudden now Joe Burrows is in. But Joe Burrows don't get any payment or XP for being in the Pro Bowl. It's weird. But anyway, so like I said, we'll run through that real quick and hopefully we'll get to the Super Bowl in the next day or two and get to the off season, get started again with season 3. But in the meantime, between time, I appreciate everybody listening to my video, and we'll get up the preview for the Pro Bowl soon, and we'll get jumping with season 3. Appreciate everybody's patience and everybody indulging the league and giving you effort for it, and hopefully we'll crown the Super Bowl champ soon. Meantime, between time, man, NBC, your commissioner, I'll holla.